Malcolm Seheult is a committed volunteer. He's worked as a disaster response volunteer internationally, a job that left a lasting impression on him.
Haiti, 2010. About 300,000 people died. We were one of the first ones there. We spent about 7 months, boots on the ground. We saw a lot of death and destruction. Recently, in the last year or so, Haiti has suffered again, and we have now about 2,000 orphans that we are trying to help find some homes for them. So the issues continue.
Malcolm began volunteering at Erlanger Health System in August of 2019, 6 months before much of the world shut down and essential workers became an everyday term. With his kind smile and gentle spirit, Malcolm started volunteering in the ICU waiting room, assisting families waiting to see their loved ones. And with the No One Dies Alone program, holding the hands of hospital patients who were alone and near the end of life.
When COVID came along and it curtailed our travels, I decided I was going to do something here at home. So the hospital needed me. I've also done work with the Tivoli Foundation and with the Tennessee high school students.
Malcolm jumped right back into volunteering at the hospital full force. He works the main information desk and relieves tired staff on evenings and weekends when called upon. He sat in the pediatric intensive care unit with severely ill or injured children and teens so their parents could take a much-needed break. He ran errands for nurses and other staff working long shifts. When the COVID vaccines began, Malcolm took the lead volunteer role and organized college students to help at the Erlanger Clinic each Friday. He and his group of student volunteers assisted Erlanger patients with paperwork and instructions, which allowed the staff to administer thousands of vaccines. No matter the situation, he constantly asks what needs to be done and jumps in without asking anything in return.
I think that everyone can volunteer because I think that every person has a part of themselves for a social and ethical and moral reason to give off themselves, not only to the community that they live in, but to the larger community. There are some people that may not want to travel or may not be able to handle the situations that they see, but I think everyone can volunteer in some way.
We are pleased to name Malcolm Seheult as our Volunteer Hero Award winner.